Growing Up Kids podcast. I'm Jessie.
And I'm Seth.
And we're siblings.
Down. Come on now.
And
Woo.
every episode we share our song of the week, which is just a song that we liked or listened to or was meaningful that week.
Yes. Meaningful really is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Now that you put it that way, I was between two. And as soon as you said meaningful, I know what it is.
Nice.
I got it. Okay. I actually have to look up the name of the artist because I know the name of the song. I've listened to it so much. Hold on.
Well, in the meantime, my song of the week is Lo-Fi Children by Wild Party.
Ooh, Wild Party's good.
You know this song. I think I found this song from you.
Lo-Fi Children?
Years ago. So many years ago.
It's so funny that you went with a Spanish accent right there. Because...
Is it Spanish? Years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
What would you say it is?
Just an accent. Just being goofy.
Right.
I think
a Hispanic accent being goofy?
Oh, what's your song of the week, Bad Bunny?
No. My song of the week is La Chona by Los Tucanes de
Still
Tijuana.
Spanish. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, this song is I've been playing a bunch of Fortnite again because wow, Fortnite has been so much fun lately. And me and Zach and Stone and Mikey have been running squads, but it's not always all four of us on at the same time. But we've been playing, and I don't buy the battle pass because number one, I don't usually want to spend whatever limited spending funds I have on a battle pass in Fortnite. Like, it does nothing for me. And lately, in my opinion, the battle pass has been booty. Anyways, this doesn't matter. I don't always have very many V-Bucks. I'm very limited on how many V-Bucks I have in Fortnite, which is like the credits, the currency in the game to buy fun looking like skins or like the emotes, the little dance moves that they can do. Stuff like that. So I had 600 V-Bucks and all the dances are like all 500. So I've been like, when a dance comes along that I really love.
But like, why do you need the dances? I don't think I get it.
Because they're so fire. Like, I have this one called the Piper, I think it's called. It's like the Pied Piper.
Is it like this?
Kind of. Instead of it being like a flute out to the side or
I'm
like...
thinking of the Pied Piper in the Shrek Forever After.
In the what? In the Shrek Forever After?
Shrek Forever After.
Holy crap! You literally said nothing of the sort. You said Shrek Forever? What's a Shrek Forever?
I don't know what happened.
I was thinking of the guy from Shrek Forever.
Shrek Forever After.
There's no way.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I
when
remember
he's like,
Shrek Forever After.
Pull up my socks. And then...
that does sound familiar.
Like Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like... and his socks go up and then they like snap onto his legs.
Oh.
And then when the Piper is getting in trouble with... I said Frankenstein. With... Wait, I just said his name. What's his name? Rumpelstiltskin. And I don't know what's going on. When he's getting in trouble for like not doing something right with Rumpelstiltskin and he's like having to explain himself, he gets faster and it's like I actually think that movie's really funny.
I need to watch Shrek Forever again. Man, that was crazy.
For some reason I've seen that one a lot. It was one of the ones that I think used to play on TV all of the time. And then I showed it to our cousins a couple years ago, and our Aunt Beth was like, this is probably so dumb. And then she saw a few clips of it. She was like, wait, this is kind of funny. So then we watched it twice while we were in Florida for Disney World a couple of years ago. And then last year, like right after our grandma passed.
Watch it twice in one trip?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right after our grandma passed. That's what we watched.
That's incredible.
Anyway.
Anyways. There's
Pied Piper.
There's like this one where your guy starts playing. It's more like it looks more like a horn than a flute, and it's kind of like straight out. So it's not like a perfect
piper.
Yeah, but it's just a piper, and your character starts going like this, and it's also like a very hip hoppy beat, but it's like and there's these little llamas that pop up behind you because that's the whole thing in Fortnite is llamas.
What?
Yeah. Fortnite's whole, like, its little icon is a llama. You've seen it 1,000 times.
Never realized that.
Yeah, you've seen it 1,000 times without recognizing it. But their whole thing is llamas.
Why?
I don't know. Has been from the beginning. But the point is,
tired.
When he goes, do, these are kind of ghost-looking llamas, tiny little ghost llamas pop up behind him, like they're following him and entranced by the piper.
By the piper.
And I paid 500 V-Bucks for that back in the day because that is fire.
Okay.
Well, now La Chona was a song that comes with a dance. And I was making my character do the dance. And I was on comms with Zach and Stone. And I was in my living room doing the dance at 1 a.m. I was I'm learning this La Chona dance. You know what I'm saying? So one of these days, I'm just going to be doing something. And I'm going to hit the scene with the La Chona. And it's going to be freaking sick. And
was that your song of the week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been learning the words.
It's all coming together now.
Been learning the words. Okay. I've been thinking about this episode today.
Mm-hmm.
I've been writing content, but not writing.
Yeah, in your brain.
In my brain. And I've typed it on my phone.
But are we going to go into 2-bys?
Oh, we should do 2-bys first.
Because
Okay, let's do it quick.
Okay.
Quick 2-bys.
Oh my gosh.
Into my genius content.
Okay. I'll just say, I did not have high expectations for the season finale of Paradise. I was honestly, this is probably going to be garbage. I wasn't
you were half right and half wrong.
Loving it. Oh my gosh, amazing. But I wasn't as disappointed as I expected to be.
Yeah.
I was okay, there's a clear objective going into season 3. There's a mission that spoiler alert, that Xavier has. He has to find Alex, and okay, got it. We kind of know that it has to do with the loops and time travel.
Yeah,
and
for sure. He definitely.
It's AI. It's a machine. So a lot of that stuff we were right about.
Mm-hmm.
I will say it just it's yes, stuff happened, and at the same time, nothing really happened. And also, I am upset because Jane is not dead.
What a joke!
And why?
She laid there dead for probably
nothing.
10 to 12 hours. And now all of a sudden she got up and walked away.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And also,
Tarabi stabs her at nighttime, at bedtime.
Right.
Nighttime. And then the next
midday,
morning or midday, after basically babysitting Jane's dead body because she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because she killed a person. Then she walks away and now Jane escapes the Paradise bunker with this crowd. Yeah, well, they wouldn't have shown us that if that wasn't true. So she escapes after laying there basically dead for 10 to 12 hours, not moving, all that stuff. Come on. This isn't even real life.
No, it's so stupid.
What the frick is going on? That upset me, I will say. My overall thoughts are we saw some cool things. Xavier and Terry reunited with the kids.
That was sweet, yeah.
That was really sweet.
There was a couple moments where I was
Xavier and Link.
What?
Xavier and Link and giving Link his baby girl after Annie died and Link naming the girl Annie. That was super cool. I have no issue. We saw some cool things.
Yeah.
There were some cool moments in the episode. They answered some questions. They left so many questions unanswered that I think there was still a feeling on the inside of me of, and I mentioned earlier, half amazing, half frustrating.
Yeah.
The half, and that's I'm honestly probably being too harsh. I would say maybe it's more 60-40 or 70-30,
which
amazing
is pretty
to
good
frustrating.
Considering how not fun so much of the season was.
Yeah, I struggle because sometimes I get negative Nancy about this stuff where it's I wanted it this way, I wanted it this way. And at the end of the day, I shouldn't be. So at the end of the day, the actors in the show are pretty friggin' awesome.
For the most part.
Yeah, the plot in the show is pretty freaking awesome. I really enjoy watching the show. It's it's not the greatest plot in the whole world. Oh my gosh.
What?
That car backing out of that driveway directly across from you, they backed out of the driveway. Instead of just backing out of the driveway and onto the road, they backed from the driveway across grass, not by a small margin. And then when they hit the curb, the left side of the car went clunk, clunk, down off the
I didn't see any
yard.
of that. I thought it hit your cars.
No,
anyway.
we're good. But like the show is really entertaining. It's
It
fun
is
to watch. It's
entertaining,
fun
yeah.
to talk about. So I do think like I've been a little too Nancy on the show. But
All
I would
Nancy's
like
are
to
negative.
be positive Polly. I'd like to get a little more Polly about the show. Less Nancy, more Polly. I think the show is good. I think there was some things that they left unanswered that they could have really just answered for us. We've talked about it before. I think they should have started to hint at more of this like loop, time manipulation, time travel, AI,
Much
machine.
earlier.
They should have started to hint at this in season 1 so that it didn't feel like a massive redirection of the show in season 2.
For sure.
That being said, I'm still having fun. I said I'd be done if time travel was involved, and I said that on the podcast. And let me just say, I was an idiot for saying that. Like, the show was fun, and I want to see it. And I love Sterling K. Brown. I love Sinatra.
I love Sinatra. I did like Sinatra by the end. I have 2.
What a character arc.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
I have 2 gripes, 2 boneless wings.
I also love James Marsden. Okay.
Within this 2 buys.
Yeah, go for it.
And that is, I thought it was really stupid writing when Terry and Xavier and the son and the daughter are all reunited and Bean is there and they're all hugging. And then Jeremy Bradford walks up. She kisses him, whatever. Like, okay, yeah, sure. And then walks off with him as if you didn't just get reunited with your mom after years of being separated. And your dad just saved your life. You thought you were going to die in an elevator with Sinatra's daughter. And your brother also, poor kid, he's been on his own the whole freaking season.
Literally.
Robinson was MIA in like episode 1 or 2. Xavier's been gone since the beginning of the season. That poor kid has literally been surviving on his own the whole show. They've not showed him like one time since Robinson got.
This is like a middle school boy fending for himself.
Literally.
For the most part. It did show a couple times, show like other Secret Service members coming and checking in. But like they don't, it seemed like the picture they were painting is
just
they weren't like being a guardian.
No.
They were like checking in once in a while as a babysitter here and there. So,
which also is confusing to me because like, where do they all stand with Xavier? Like, don't they think he's a criminal? Like, he tried to...
No, not by the end of season 1, before he left.
I don't remember. Anyway, I didn't like that moment. I thought that was stupid. And then the other moment, what was it that I thought was so dumb? Oh, I just thought it was so cheesy and just like, seriously, that Alex is held under the Denver airport. And they showed like the demon horse and everything. I was just like, this is so stupid, but okay.
Demon horse? I mean, I saw it.
Yeah, that's like, there's all these real life conspiracy theories about the Denver airport being like a huge hub for like, I don't know, some sort of like conspiracy level activities. Like some people think it's like trafficking, some people think it's like alien stuff, like big government secrets, like it's in the shape of a swastika or something if you zoom out, and there's like all these like weird things that even like the Denver airport like plays into, like the demon horse and like yada yada. Like they think it's like a demonic hub, or I don't know, there's like crazy theories online about it.
Okay.
And so the fact that they like were like, Kate and I both were audibly like, are you for real? About
That's
when
funny.
she's like, there's a bunker 100 miles from here under the Denver airport. I was like, seriously. And then they zoom out from the blue demon horse and I was like,
you know what's funny though? I thought the whole concept of like Alex is 100 miles away and she had to take that thing that was like zooming her through underground.
Yeah.
I thought that was genius. I thought that was really cool.
I do think, now I think it's smart. In the moment when we didn't know that, I was like, the whole system's shutting down and her little cart is working just fine. What the heck?
Yeah, it's because it's on like
and
a
then I was
grid,
like,
basically.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That does make sense. Like, I mean, I understood it after that context.
For some reason. I mean, at the end of the day, it was cool. Now, my question is, I feel like those people
Where are all those people living?
Well, the thing is, I think those people that are at Alex, I think those people must have, they either have a whole amazing living quarters that are there, or they've been going above ground and like they know that everything's fine.
She already knows that.
You know, somewhere at like the Denver airport or whatever.
She did say there's a whole nother bunker She said there's a second bunker 100 miles from here under the Denver airport. That's where Alex is, yada, yada.
Yeah, so it's like,
So
did they
that's why I'm
build a
like,
second
is it the same
thing?
exact thing, but
Paradise?
just...
Yeah, there's big questions. Those are the questions I'm okay with. It's some of the questions that we've had lingering for like a season plus or like, whatever, that I'm like, you could have answered some of this stuff.
Right.
But I like the speculation of questions that are, it's like
Yeah,
new
I
stuff
agree with you.
from the finale into season 3. So
yeah.
ultimately,
Which
Paradise
somebody
was legit.
said that
You should watch it.
only 3 seasons are coming out. Like they're done after
it sounds
season
like
3.
Season 3 is
So I'm curious how quickly like Xavier's going to be able to once again leave his family. Where's he going to leave them? Go find Alex. Is he going on his own? Is he taking Tarabi? Also, I was like, in the moment, Caden didn't even remember this. Like I had to remind him, but I was like, awkward moment when Tarabi and Terry met, and you're like,
I don't know.
You
Kiana said the same
cheated
thing.
on your wife with this lady.
But he didn't cheat on his wife, though. Like, I get technically, but
I mean,
like,
he slept with this girl, didn't he?
yeah, his wife was dead. His wife had
But
been dead for
but
years.
you have to
in
take
his mind.
into consideration the fact that he has thought the whole time, like, I never stopped fighting for you. I never gave up searching for you.
Yeah,
I heard you on the radio, and it's like all that stuff. And it's like, okay, but you also slept with another woman. So how much did you not really stop fighting and believing she was alive?
Okay, well, that's ridiculous. This might be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard you say.
Really?
Yes.
I'm confused.
I'm not saying that, like,
I was just saying that meeting was awkward because Terry doesn't know that.
okay,
and
I guess
Tarabi, like,
technically
you
it's
could see on
awkward.
Tarabi's face that she was like, oh, your wife. And then they're standing there talking to each other, and Xavier just walked away. Like, they didn't ever sleep together, and that's not his wife.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just expects, like, her to be chill, and he's going to be chill because it's like, well...
Is he going to tell Terry? I feel like that'd be weird if he didn't.
It would be weird if he didn't, but also, like, I get it, like, I don't know. With what we believe from God type of life
Moral
moral perspective, like, doing all that outside of marriage, not a great idea. So there's that. But I mean, outside of that context of like kind of what's more normal in the world, I guess what I'm saying is like in that sense, he didn't do anything quote unquote wrong.
Yeah,
it's not
but
not good. It's not smart. But yeah, anyways,
I just think it doesn't necessarily like validate. Like if he thought his wife was dead, then why does he always say the stuff about I never stopped believing you were out there. I never stopped believing you were alive.
What you're saying is crazy to me right now. I mean,
but that's what he said in the show.
I don't care. Try juggling the emotions of my wife died and I've lived under a bunker for how many years? 3, 4, 5 years or whatever it's been. Okay. I've lived under a bunker going through every single day, raising my children and being like, doing his job, which is a pretty high level, crazy job. This is a scenario that nobody in the world has ever experienced before.
No, I'm not saying that I think he's like heavily at fault.
Listen, they think everybody outside that bunker is long dead. And yes, he holds out hope that somehow, some way, his wife found a way to survive because that's love, because he loves his wife. But deep down, deep down, there is at minimum a belief, if not a factual, I know this to be true type of feeling, where he believes his wife is dead. And that's part of the struggle of like, then when he hears the radio thing, he's like, yep, this is Sinatra. What's the word? She's twisting my mind. She's twisting with me. She's manipulating. Thank you. She's manipulating me with this right now. There's no way this can be real. And Sinatra's like, this is real. People survived. Like, that was the first moment his brain actually comprehended his wife could really be alive.
I'm not saying I think he's like some bad guy.
He's not at fault. He didn't do anything wrong.
Like,
well, wrong, quote unquote. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he should tell his wife.
I think
but Terry shouldn't be upset about it. From Terry's perspective, she knows her husband survived. She knows her kids survived. She knows that. So from her perspective, if she would have done something similar, and I'm not trying to play like it's different for guys or girls. I'm just saying from a knowledge perspective, if Terry did something, that would be weird. She knows that her husband and her kids are alive. And she's like, I'm getting to Colorado to see them. from Xavier's perspective, he is quite confident that his wife is dead. He is a single man. Yeah. It's not the same. So he should tell his wife, and she shouldn't be upset. She might be upset just emotionally, but she shouldn't actually hold it against him. And that's going to happen in season 3, obviously. And we'll see what happens. But that should not ever be held against him. And Tarabi shouldn't feel weird either, because at the end of the day, he was a single dude. So
yeah. It just was more like the moment I was like, oh, this is funny because like you know and you know, but you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. Yeah. No doubt.
And like that, but like it's like the show just like kind of left it because it didn't say anything about it, but everybody knew it was weird.
They're saving that tension for season 3.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Moving on to Survivor really quickly, very quickly, like less time than we spent on Paradise by a Mile. Well, Survivor, so glad to see Charlie gone. I liked Charlie in his first season that he played. He absolutely should have won, and he absolutely got fricked over by his ally Maria in the final tribal voting. Kenzie did not deserve to win that season. She was not that great of a player. All she did was tug on people's heartstrings about how she wants to spend the money. That was so stupid. Charlie won that season in my brain. I loved Charlie. Season 50 Charlie, miss me with Charlie season 50.
He just got too caught up in the vendetta against Rizzo.
And I think you know, like a lot of people
clouded
online,
his game a lot.
I won't claim this as an original idea because I've seen comments about this online, like Survivor posts and whatnot, but I do think like the emotional damage of Charlie's season came into play for his season 50 performance or whatever, because my man let that get to him. All I have to say, I have 6 letters and 2 words. RIZGOD, Rizgod, baby. This dude is the truth. It's
like at
he
this
is
point,
good at the game.
At this point, I don't dislike him.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
But I just don't really care about him winning. Like, there's other people I would much rather win.
Okay, and I think on a season like this, I think I said early on, even on the podcast, I think Christian is the only one that I'm really rooting for. And I think because the season is so like there's so many people
Yeah.
I think it's just easy to like, then when we're sitting here with microphones in my hand, I'm like, I can't even remember all the other people. It almost feels overwhelming. There's so many people, and I'm rooting for so many people.
And there's so many people we're barely even seeing.
Yeah.
Because the other tribe just keeps losing. Like, I don't even think, did we even see?
Ozzy, Christian, and Emily have been to every single tribe.
Wait, is her name Christy? Did we even see Chrissy? The past episode?
Tiffany, they've barely gotten any screen time.
Tiffany had got even a tiny bit this last episode because her and Aubrey were talking a bunch, but like...
Yeah, but to me, like,
Chrissy,
those are 3 players I don't...
see them.
Those are 3 players I don't care about, and like, I hope they don't win. I hope they don't go far, because I'm not attached to them at all.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Chrissy,
like, we're not even seeing
Tiffany,
any of
Aubrey.
Those people really play the game at all right now.
Especially Aubrey. Get off my TV, bro. Why even play 4 times?
Yeah.
Like, why have they had her back so many times? She's not even that good. She's not great TV.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, I think I'm kind of intrigued by the editing of this season, because once the merge happens, it feels like...
Do you hear what they're going to do in tonight's episode?
We're not seeing anybody's game except for the like few people on Vatu tribe.
Yeah, but that's
so it's going to be interesting to like see them.
It was
merge.
Different people before, so it's changed. Like it was Joe before, right? Joe was on Vatu or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like it's changed a little bit.
I mean,
we're
this
seeing different
Vatu,
people.
the Vatu that's been losing all the time.
Yeah, but in the beginning, it was the other Vatu that was losing all the time. So we have, it's just that we're really just seeing that whichever tribe is losing a bunch, we're seeing the most of. We're seeing some things from the other tribes.
I honestly feel like that's probably why they had 2 votes in this last episode, because it's like...
you hear what they're doing this episode, right?
No, I know they're merging, but...
I don't know if they're merging in the beginning of the episode or end of the episode or what, but from the rumors that I've heard, from the rumors that I've heard, they're calling this a blood moon, which is a new thing to Survivor, and it sounds like something that they're gonna do over and over. If I had to guess, like Jeff Probst is kind of painting the picture that this is maybe like a new staple to Survivor.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong here, I'm pretty sure all 3 tribes are going to tribal council and voting someone off. And I think when they do the immunity challenge, I think it's going to be like everybody there and everyone's competing individually, and one person from each tribe will have individual immunity.
Whoa.
I know. So I don't think it's an actual full-blown merge.
That's like a lot of people at one time.
I know.
And we got 2 last episode. And also Kyle went home without being voted out. So like we're already down many people.
I think it's 17 right now. Started at 24. We've lost 7. We're at 17. You lose 3, you get down to 14. And then that's a merge? Question mark? I don't know. Because if you're going to do a final 3 like you have done, that's an 11-person jury. That's a big jury.
I kind of think I'd like that though.
I think on a season like this, it makes sense.
Yeah, because then you're getting a variety.
I don't have an issue with it.
And I think a variety is needed in season 50 because there's so many annoying people nowadays on Survivor in the way that they vote as a jury. They're not necessarily annoying people, but
it's
like
not just nowadays.
the way
even
that
from the
you
first
like
few
you
seasons
can't just play a good game now. You have to be like really ultra deserving of the win in your personal life, despite playing a good game or not.
Yeah.
You can't just be good at challenges. That's not enough. Like, you can't only find idols. That's not enough either. It's like they want you to be able to do everything. And then you can't like work with anybody else to where those people could claim your moves because then it's not on your resume. And if you don't have a good sob story of why you should win, they won't vote for you. And if you screwed them over, they won't vote for you. So it's like the odds are really stacked against people in the way that the jury votes nowadays, which is why I would like some variety. And I like that there's some older players because I'm hoping
like
some of those older players will go back to voting for the people that are legitimately good at the game and can say, hey, I did this. Because honestly, even I think people that just win challenges and are a challenge beast, like you're outwitting, you're outlasting, and you're outplaying the way that you can. Like if that's how you get to the end and you did it better than other people, I think that should be able to give you the win. But nowadays, like people don't win on just that.
Yeah, I think I would disagree with you that I think just being a challenge beast isn't enough. But I think if you are a challenge beast and you leverage that strategically for some things, even if you're not like the most strategic player, but if you leverage being a challenge beast into some strategic moments and moves, that in combination is probably enough, and it should be enough to earn you a win. But I don't know. Everyone views this differently. I mean, even from early seasons of Survivor, Jeff was talking about how do you navigate this? Because all the people that you're voting out and putting on the jury, they're the ones that are choosing to give you $1 million. How do you justify putting them there and then expect them to vote for you? So I get like the whole jury management and that being a part of the game. To me, I'm a purist when it comes to competition. If somebody took me out in a game or a competition and they did it in a dominant way, I don't care if they pissed me off or made me mad during it. I am saying congratulations.
Right, like that's
at the end.
That's
like,
the
you
game.
Beat me.
That every single person there is competing for $1 million.
A lot of people disagree with us, though.
Everybody knows there's only going to be a few people at the end that get the chance to get a vote.
Yeah.
So like,
I don't know.
I just think if you're in that last final 3, there should be no personal vendettas, yada yada, for those people coming from the jury. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just human nature. Some people get offended or whatever. And to me, I'm be honest with you, people that get offended and vote that way, to me, that is a sign of that jury member's immaturity and emotional instability.
Right, like it kind of validates
I'm gonna be real,
why they're sitting there and why they wouldn't win because they don't know how to handle it.
The problem is, in theory, the people sitting at the end should be able to identify. And this is the argument some people make. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But this is the way these games work. Big Brother, Survivor, all these games with a jury. Even like House of Villains on Peacock is like this now. But like, these are the people on the jury that you put there, you should be able to recognize they've got some emotional instability or whatever, and potentially do what you have to do and try to mitigate that so that at the end they do vote for you.
Yeah.
I think that's, I'm gonna be very honest. I think I'm here focused on getting to the end and playing the game. I shouldn't have to coddle your emotions during that.
I feel like there's certain personalities that can do Survivor. Like, I feel like you have the idea of like you could go on Survivor and do pretty well, if not like go to the end.
I think it's possible, yeah.
I genuinely, I have no clue how I would do on something like Survivor. I don't know how I would do with like a group of strangers and interacting with people. I don't know if I'd be strategic at all. I don't know if I'd be good at lying. I don't know if I'd be good at challenges. Like, I genuinely have no concept of like how well I do on a show like that, which is interesting because so many people go on that show and they're like, I'm ready for this. I've trained for this. I know I'm going to make it far. I know I'm going to win. I'm really strategic. I'm this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I have no clue. I would go on like an absolute wild card to myself. Like, I'd be like, we'll see.
We'll see what game I'm going to play.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think sometimes when people play that type of game, depending on their personality, it really works out for them. But like when somebody goes in and they're like, okay, I'm going to just kind of like be chill, feel it the first few days, and then I'll try to like kind of pick a direction then. Sometimes like the ones that are going in with a little bit more direction, you kind of got to get lucky. They got to come to you. They got to like your vibe.
Yeah.
And then that can really help you. But if they don't come to you and they don't like your vibe, all of a sudden you're the easy vote out.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, they're annoying. They don't do anything. They don't say anything, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It's like, I can't talk game with them. Well, it's like, I feel like people say all the time in the beginning. So anyways, Survivor 50 is really good so far.
Yeah, we like
really enjoying it. It's really fun.
I'm very intrigued by where Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy
Beast.
I don't forget his last name.
I don't know.
Are going to come into play.
I forgot that Jimmy Fallon is going to be a part of it too. Interesting.
Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy
I
Beast,
saw someone, everyone online
Jimmy Eilish and Jimmy Brown.
Everyone is being way too intense about the whole Billie Eilish thing. And it's funny to me. But I saw a comment that did make me laugh. They called it the Billie Eilish boomerang Zach Brown Feastables idol. And I thought that was really funny.
Late night Feastables idol. Or wait, what's Jimmy Fallon?
Late night Feastables would be funny.
Late night with Jimmy Fallon. Wait, right?
Okay. Yeah. That's hilarious. The late night Feastables idol. No, I thought that
oh my gosh,
I
didn't watch this, but did you see that there's a Beast Games reunion?
Oh no.
Season 2.
That sounds cool.
They have like a reunion episode.
Wow, that'd be interesting.
I was like, oh wait, I need to watch that.
I feel like people are like friendly, but then they're also really not.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I kind of want to watch it. Anyway, what was all your plans for this episode?
For genius content? Okay. Really just funny stuff, I think.
Like 20 minutes of it.
Yeah. Okay, ready? First question that I thought of was if your last name was based on like your occupation or like your job, like your career, like kind of like the way that it was back in the day, right? Or Miller or Baker, or I wrote another one down that came to mind. Oh, a Taylor. Like all those last names.
I'm kidding.
I was going to say, who do you know with the last name Practitioner?
My doctor. Just kidding.
Dr. Practitioner? That would be a hilarious name. Okay, but it's like if your name was
dentist. This sounds a lot like dentist. Maybe that's why he became a dentist.
That's so good. All right. So yeah, if your last name was based on your occupation, what are a couple of ideas of what your last name would be? Filmer? Filmer is not bad.
Filmer is kind of last namey.
Yeah, that does sound last namey.
Filmer. Man, yeah, wait, what? Analog?
Analoger? Editor?
I don't know if you have to add ER at the end of every single one.
Baker, Miller, Taylor, Smith. That one doesn't.
There we go.
Potter was another one. That's like an old thing.
Yeah.
I think Porter is also an old one. So, anyways, there's a lot of names. I was looking them up. Carter. I don't know what a Carter did. Did they cart things? I don't know. But that's a name that came from there.
Well, what's like I mean, like Harris is a super common last name. What was that?
Well, I'm not saying every common last name came from being named after occupations. I'm saying there are a lot of names. Like they used to do that. I think it was
Yeah,
I
like
think it was in
medieval times.
England. They would name people's last names after they would give people last names based on their occupation. So, and those became family names that were passed down, but not until later. So,
that's a good question.
Filmer is really good.
Filmer
actually.
might be for me.
That's pretty legit.
Or like
I think
Imager.
Imager would be pretty legit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Speaker. Communicator.
Speaker is probably not bad.
Seth Speaker.
Seth Speaker. Yeah.
Facilitator.
Planner.
Seth Planner.
Planner would probably somewhat fit.
Coordinator.
Programmer. Coordinator. Yeah. Programmer. Coordinator. Programmer sounds more techie.
I don't feel like these are sounding like names.
They're not. You're right. Some of them aren't. They just don't sound like videographer. That would be a good one for you, but that doesn't sound like a name.
Well, yeah, no, that's why I said filmer.
Right. And that's why like coordinator doesn't sound like a name. Programmer doesn't sound like it. Planner does kind of sound like a name.
Well, you could just say like quarter.
Quarter?
Is that a coordinator?
Oh, you're right. Quarter. Quarter would be kind of cool.
Quarter.
Seth Quarter. Seth Proger. Grammar. No, that doesn't. Seth Grammar. Seth.
Oh, there's a cat by your car.
Discipler. Seth Sipler.
Seth Disc.
Disker.
Because disc is the first letters in.
Yeah, first 4 letters. Yeah. Disker. Yeah.
Seth Apostle.
Pastor.
Oh.
Seth Pastor.
Do you got any more?
I can't think of it.
No, I mean like other content.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now ready? If you could have any last name in the world that you've never had, because I wouldn't change my last name from Rickard, and you had Rickard for a long time. Now you're a Bohan.
Yeah.
So it's like, those are like great names locked in. That's beautiful. But if you had to have a name that is not your own and has never been your own, what are some considerations?
That's a good question. I feel like I'd almost want to go like cool stage name. Like.
Okay.
Like Storm. Like Jesse Storm or something like that. Or. Oh, man. Jesse Hollywood.
Interesting.
Jesse Disney. I've never been Walt Disney. Like, I've never had Disney as a last name. But, like, could you imagine if you had Disney as a last name? Then would everyone just assume you're related and you'd, like, get privileges?
No. But they might ask about it a lot.
Maybe that'd be, like, how I got famous.
Yeah, fair enough.
Jesse Probst.
Probst is crazy. I think I would.
Fire.
I think I'd want to, okay.
Actually, I'd probably want like a cool French name.
And that's where I was going. I was gonna say I think I just want something that originates from like a different country.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what common last names are in other places, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to have the last name Gonzalez.
Seth Gonzalez.
Seth Gonzalez.
That is cool.
I also love Rodriguez.
That's not that far.
I love it.
Ricardo.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, take our last name, put an O at the end. Instead of Rickard, it's Ricardo. I would love that.
Yeah.
Just give me a little.
We're one letter away from Richard.
Yeah, we're one letter away from Richard, so we're one letter away from Ricardo.
Yeah.
Except for
Richardo.
I mean, man, I tell you what. Almost anything Hispanic. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Just the vibe.
Oh, I have a funny thing to tell you, a funny moment. On Sunday,
okay,
after church, it has to do with last names. On Sunday after church, Josie worked the cafe with us, and we were cleaning up, and Kate and I had to go drop something in the office. We were walking back in. Josie was cleaning tables. And Coda, which is one of Seth's youth leaders, Coda was in there talking to Josie for a second. And he's like, oh, so, like, do you work here? And she's like, hey, yeah, sometimes, like, I help and stuff like that. And he kind of was, like, almost confused. She's like, I mean, like, I'm family. And he's like, your family? And she's like, yeah, Caden's my brother. And Coda was, like, blown away by that. And we walked up, like, around that moment. And he's like, Caden's your brother. And so he's like, you're siblings? And then points to me and he's like, wait, but you're married to him. So you guys are sister-in-law. Wait, so then you're Seth's sister? Like, to Josie. He's like, so basically you're related to Seth. And I was like, you know Seth's my brother, right? And he's like, yeah. But, like, you, pointing to Josie, are basically related to Seth. And Josie's like, it's like brother of my brother, sister of my, or brother of my sister, whatever, something like that. And he's like, well, I'm not going to say all that. You're basically siblings. And he was like,
that's awesome.
I was like, yeah, you know Peyton is their other brother, right? And he's like, oh my gosh, wait, yeah. Wait, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And then I'm like, you know the guy that was speaking today in service? Because our dad happened to speak on Sunday. He does every once in a while. Yeah. And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's my dad. And he's like, oh my gosh, wait, there's just way too many Rickards in this place. And I looked and I was like, yeah, I'm not one of them. And he was like, oh my gosh. And it's so funny because then on Wednesdays,
I love
Coda, like, we'll be playing 9 Square and I'll, like, do something and you're in the game too. Or Caden will do something, or Josie, and he's like, oh my gosh, there's too many Rickards. You got to get all these Rickards out. And Caden and I are always like, there's more Bohans than Rickards. Like,
there's
at this
on
point,
a Wednesday night, there's 4
staff,
Bohans. And
there's only one.
there's 1 Rickard on staff.
And there's 3 Rickards on staff and 3 Bohans on staff and 2 Bohans are on the cafe. And so he's always, like, the end of his conversation about all of us being Bohans and you being a Rickard, he was like, gosh, there's too many Rickards in this place. And Kate and I were like, I still don't think he gets it.
Like, I don't think he understands.
I think he doesn't understand that we're not Rickards.
That's
like,
funny.
The rest of the Bohans are Bohans and always have been. I'm the only one that switched. But I don't know. We thought it was funny.
That is hilarious.
Thought you'd like that.
Coda is a beauty. What a great guy.
Yeah, he was funny.
Ready for this? I was driving here today. Switching gears. I was driving here today.
You got like 10 minutes.
Okay. I saw on a sign of a car mechanic shop their slogan. They had it in quotation marks. And it was on one of those signs where you can change out like what it says, right?
Mm-hmm.
It literally says...
Like a marquee thing?
Yeah. It says, we do good work. And that struck something on the inside of me. And I'm going to go Nancy a little bit. But, like...
No Polly,
all Nancy right now.
No Polly.
If
Nancy.
you, as a business, put we do good work on your sign, my inherent thought is, I don't think so.
You're a liar.
Yeah. If your
BS
slogan, I almost called it a slogo. If your slogan is we do good work, I instantly am like, you probably don't do that good of work.
You dirty little liar.
You might do good work, but what are you compensating for? We do good work, but our prices are insane. Or like, we do good work, but like our employees are a little shady. You know, like something else negative is happening. Well, if it said
our prices are low, then would you assume that they don't do good work?
The funny thing is, when I feel like someone says our prices are low, I'm like, you're just trying to get the word out there that you're competitive. I want to see what you're about. I do not think...
If we had a sign for camaraderie...
Yeah.
And the cafe...
Yeah.
And Kate and I put on there, our pastries are very good. Would you not think they're good? Like, would you question that we're lying?
I think if you worded it in a way that was like much more like these pastries, like a quotation marks, these pastries are so good, and then like you credited that to like a customer, you know, like by name, like you did like a first name and a last initial, like it's a testimonial of your stuff. That's real good. But I think if you just put a sign up that says we make good coffee or like we make good pastries, I think it's different because I know you, but I think I would still have the thought of like, why would they put that up? It's weird. I
wasn't planning on it.
I wouldn't automatically think like their pastries are, you know, like I wouldn't think that. But like,
have you seen the sign?
yeah, it's just
There's
weird.
a auto parts place close to our house, and if you're driving at the right angle, which is almost every angle near there.
So if you're driving at any angle?
Almost any angle.
Okay.
It always looks like the P is slightly cut off by a post.
Okay.
In auto parts. So it
Auto
always looks like it says auto farts.
Auto farts.
Always.
That is so good. So it's like the curve of the P.
Yeah.
That's
the only part that's cut off. It always looks like it says auto farts.
That's so good. Well, yeah, that's weird. I'm not going to lie. That's really weird.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like, we noticed it before we ever moved into this house. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we live by the auto farts place.
Auto farts.
Which is funny because I don't usually think that stuff is funny. And I usually don't say that kind of stuff. But it's just like,
yeah,
I don't know. We drove by and I feel like the first time I was like, and then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But then it's always been like that.
It's just like we do good work. It's like, all right, well, we're gonna our new church slogan is
you need a better sign.
We have good services. The heck you do, you know?
What about like we serve a good God? People say that all the time.
That is so different than we put on good services. We have good messages. We have good worship. That's so different. We serve a good God. You're talking about somebody else.
Well, yeah, true. But I think it's lacking description, you know?
Yeah.
Which lacks credibility.
It does not make me want to call them and find out what kind of good work they're doing. I do.
Wait, what was the play? Oh, it's a mechanic.
It's like an auto shop.
Was it auto farts?
It was not, I don't think.
Oh.
But it's like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. We do good work. Bull crap. BS. I think.
Well, what would you do instead?
Yeah. It's a good question. I'm not a marketing major, so I think this is maybe I think this is I think this is maybe an unfair question to ask me. I think you.
Well, okay. What would entice you as the customer to go in there if that sign said it?
That is a fair question. I don't have a marketing major, so I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
You've gone from unfair to fair, and I still don't know.
And I still don't care.
Yeah. What would I want an auto shop to say on their sign? I think I would be okay with like, honestly, you know, something like our prices are competitive, or like they could even just highlight something they offer for a price.
Yeah,
you know,
I was
like
gonna say
oil
like
change for $49.99.
No, that's what I was about to say. Like free oil change with first.
Thank you.
Check up or something.
Yeah, or
like free.
Yeah.
What do they call that? A lot of mechanic places do it.
Oh, and they don't actually do it. And I have had 3-4
where you take your car and just have it all looked over and see what's wrong. What's that? Inspection?
Yeah, well,
free inspection.
I don't mean that. Yeah, the free inspection that comes with like an oil change, they'll be like, yeah, we do a 24-point inspection, or like we do like a 19-point inspection. I don't know what the numbers are.
What are the points?
Let me tell you.
They said 1, 2.
They just point at it 24 times. They're like, it's good. You know, like I'm dead serious. I've had people like, I go and I ring up. They're like, yeah, we did a 24-point inspection. Here's a little report. And then I get in my car and something in their report that they said was good, I'm like, it's not, but like, okay, it's not something I'm going to get done right now, but it's not.
Yeah.
Or it's like that within the first 24 hours after I left. I'm
Your
like,
control arm is a little loose, and it's like,
are you just saying
I'll be
random
fine.
stuff that's not even car stuff?
No, it is a car thing.
Control
arm. It's underneath.
There we go. I don't know car stuff. So
I think it's part of your steering system.
But my point is,
you know why I know that? Because in my inspection of my Mini Cooper, both my control arms were terrible.
Man, at least you went somewhere that actually inspecting things, because the places I've gone, they're not inspecting squat, dude.
Well, when you have a Mini Cooper, you can only take it to certain places.
And
so it was like a specialty place.
That's the rub. I got a Ford Focus. I can take it anywhere, and they can lie to me every time.
You been smoking?
I did get a little something like that.
Anywhere.
I can take it anywhere. Okay, anyway.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. So yeah, I mean, this leads into my last question.
All right, got it.
Yeah. What is like an industry or like a type of business that you are just inherently like, you inherently are like mistrusting of?
Honestly?
That you don't trust. You inherently don't trust. And for me, the first thing on my list is like mechanics, like business, car shops, auto mechanics.
Mine is probably the medical industry.
And that's on my list too.
Because, I don't know, we just didn't grow up like going to the doctor as kids. Like, the only time I really went to the doctor was when I had to get a physical for sports.
Or a penny was stuck in your throat.
Or a penny was stuck in my throat.
Oh.
Or, like, for a tiny bit, we had a family doctor that was like a holistic doctor. And I liked her. And I went. But other than that, I've never like gone for like yearly checkups like people do and stuff like that.
Yep.
And also I feel like I know enough research from people that I trust that is like adverse to what the general medical industry speaks on. Because honestly, I feel like so much of that is just like they want to keep you sick because that's how they make money.
Greedy.
I think doctors, nurses, and stuff themselves, not bad people.
Correct. I agree.
I want to make that very clear. Yep. I'm not distrustful of.
I'm distrustful of the industry,
the system, and the information that's being widespread. I'm not distrustful of individual people and thinking that they're bad.
Yep. Agreed.
We know so many people that are in the medical industry that are nurses or whatever, and they're like, wonderful people, and they want to help people get better. But I just like think the information
dedicated to being there for people in tough moments and like having answers to hard questions. Like, honestly,
it's a huge job.
Shout out to people in the medical industry.
Yes. It's not people in the medical industry. It's the head honchos of the medical industry.
That are running it and running the direction of it.
Which means that's all the information that's everything's based on.
Yeah.
Which means then, unfortunately, I just don't trust any of them because I don't trust the top, and everything's going to trickle down from there.
Yeah, it's like I trust. I think when I know someone personally that's in that industry, I trust them.
Yes. But even then, I still might not agree with like their assessments.
With every single medical opinion
Which
that they
all
have.
of this to a normal person that like it does really agree to with the medical industry. We're gonna sound crazy.
I don't think we would sound crazy. I think
and
everybody
super arrogant, and that's fine.
No. I don't think so. I don't think we sound crazy because I think this is a normal thought for people.
I just will say I'm more on the holistic, natural side of things. And I feel like if you're not, and you hear somebody that doesn't like doctors or the medical industry and doesn't want to go, you sound crazy and you sound like arrogant or ignorant, and maybe a little bit like they go like, oh yeah, good luck, blah 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 blah, like you're gonna get
sick.
Listen
to you changing your voice. Try to.
Well, because I do that all the time.
But the voice that you use. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's funny.
Well, anyway, I just feel like, that's an area I distrust.
Yeah.
Inherently. Because I feel like I have
Yeah.
information or research about the top that morally even, I think, I don't agree with.
Yeah, I do think that I think any industry that like operates in a way morally that I don't agree with, that's why I'm so mistrusting of like auto shops and mechanics and whatnot, is because like they say one thing and then they do another Another industry that I am just inherently mistrusting of
contractors.
is contractors.
Yeah.
Contractors.
I feel like I've never heard of a good contractor.
Yeah, well, I have heard of a few, and guess who they are? They're family members that I know. These are people that I like have a personal relationship with. And the thing is, like, I get like every contractor.
I'm confused why the vast majority of them are so
crazy.
untrustworthy.
I mean, Kiana and I have worked with over the years, hired people to do certain projects or jobs or whatever. We have done a lot of stuff ourselves, like almost everything. Once in a while, we have a project that we have to hire somebody for. And I genuinely believe that I think over 80% of the people that we've hired to like work on projects at our house, contractors, have lied to us in some form or fashion to get us to hire them and then have under-delivered on what they do.
Well, I feel like that's every story I've ever heard.
Right. It's inherently in the industry, and it is ridiculous.
Even home builders, like mom and dad's home, they did so many things wrong, and then they just leave it and are like, well, sorry.
Yep.
And it's like, at this point, you might as well just learn to build your own house.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
So.
Pissing me off.
Anyway. That's kind of a negative way to end, though.
It is, but I want it to be a
Can we be a Polly for a second and just say I watched the movie Hamnet?
Ooh.
So good.
Oh my gosh, Snake?
Yeah,
Holy
Snake.
Crap.
It was so good.
Yeah, Snake.
It was also sad, but I'm not going to touch on that because we're polying right now.
Yeah, we're polying.
And also, I'm going to Disney World later this year, and it is quite literally all I think about, and probably quite literally all I'm going to think about between now and then.
It's crazy.
So, anyway.
It's fire.
Anyway.
All right.
Peace out.
Gang, gang.